So we have here, yes, our latest book, the Book of Destinies, Discover the Life You Were Born to Live. And you might notice we've got the foreword by Jack Canfield, the author of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series and the Success Principles. This book is on the 192 different life themes that are possible for us to have here in this world. They're very specific. All of us choose, on some level, we choose one of these life themes for our whole lifetime. It's like the theme music of a movie. It's like the storyline of a book. It just stays with you throughout your life. And when you understand and tune into what this life theme is that you've chosen for yourself quite deliberately, then all of a sudden life becomes much more clear to you, that there's a settling, there's an understanding, there's a whole sense of the life purpose that comes to you.
So we're helping to reawaken people to what their soul chose in this lifetime, why they're here, what they're here to be, to express, and the way that they're meant to bring their particular uniqueness into the world.
The Book of Destinies is the third in a series of these 3 books. The first book is now out in 11 languages. It's going to come out in Russian and French this year. It's causing excitement all over the world. People of multiple nationalities have just been diving into these books, and they're bestsellers in many places in the world. This book is a long-awaited 3rd book in the series. It's all about the life themes. It's not necessary to have read the previous books to understand what this book is about. This book stands in its own right, but it definitely adds to what it is we've been doing before. People are going to get a lot out of this book.
This book is dedicated to really helping people understand their unique life themes. So within all of that, within the understanding of human design, there is this one central core truth, which is the essence of who you are and what you came here to be, do, and express. Because I've had so many years of working with people deeply, one-on-one, I really developed the wisdom and the ability to have an innate kind of understanding of how people need to hear things in order to be able to really understand them or take them in and make them useful. So my contribution to the book is that piece where, so here's your life theme, here's what it means, it describes your whole life purpose, and my part really, my unique contribution is, and here's what you can do with that information.
We've actually included in the book a whole series of celebrities' names with their life theme. So if you have a particular celebrity that you're fond of, it'll be possible to look in the book, find out exactly what it is that drives them, motivates them, compels them into the life that they have. Well, I could tell you about the life theme of Donald Trump, for instance. A very interesting character. He's born in the life theme that we call the Garden of Eden. And probably all of us know the story of the Garden of Eden, how everything's just perfect and wonderful and beautiful and everything's laid on. And then all of a sudden you're kicked out. And you're wondering, why did this happen? What's supposed to go on out here? How am I supposed to deal with it? Generally, for somebody born in this life theme, it happens around the age of 4 or 5, that they suddenly realize they're out of the garden, that life is not what they thought it was. And they can spend their whole life looking around them to try and find that garden again on the outside. And you'd see this in Donald's life. He's tried everything. He's looked everywhere to find this garden. And he hasn't found it yet. And so what you'll find is a litany of complaints all the time of how the world is just not working. And if he understood his design, if he understood his life theme, he would have a huge understanding about what life is and what his particular life path's all about. And he would become a much happier camper. Coming to a point in my life where I had no idea where my own life was going, and being fortunate enough to find the guidance from somebody who actually could tell me directly. It was a savant, it was a gentleman living in India, in Mumbai, and he was able to tell me specifically what my life journey was all about. And what I realized is, having had that reassurance, that clarification, that sense of realignment with my life purpose. It was so important for me to get that clarification at that time. And basically part of what he told me was that I was going to be doing the same work he was doing, which was helping people find out about themselves, to evolve in their lives, to feel comfortable in their lives, to feel like they had a really great sense of purpose in their lives. It was so clear to me that if I could deliver that same clarification to somebody else in their life, then that would really be something wonderful. And it's just turned out. The Book of Destinies is all about that. It indicates to each individual exactly what their life purpose is, what they're here to live out. Life is not a purposeless affair. We're here to bring something to the world, something that's unique. You look around this planet, there are no 2 grains of sand on this whole planet that are the same. There are no 2 people on the planet that are living the same life. We're here to live something unique and amazing. And when you understand your life theme, it's going to really rock your world. It's going to shake things up for you that you see, my goodness, so much of this I recognize. Now I can absolutely re-engage with my sense of purpose and feel great about it, regardless of what anyone else has been expecting of me, what they said I should be doing with my world. I can tune into what it is that my life's all about and take it from there.
So many people in the world who have lost track of who they really are and what their life is about. It feels a little aimless, it feels a little purposeless, and that's painful. It's like when you are out of touch with your core reason for being here, life doesn't make sense.
One of the inspirations that came to us while we were putting this book together was a study done by a hospice worker in Australia, Bronnie Ware. She wrote a blog and then she wrote a book about the leading regrets that people had in their dying days. There she was in a hospice beside the bed of somebody who had perhaps days, maybe hours to live, and she was talking to them. And what she heard was the single most regret from people was that they wish they had lived the life that they were born to live, rather than live the life that everyone expected for them. And she was so moved by this, and she kept hearing the same story the whole time, that she realized so many people were living a life without finding the fulfillment that they really wanted. This book is going to put a lot of people back on track in their life and give them that sense of fulfillment and give them that sense of freedom to be who they are and what they're here to live out. What I really hope people will get from the Book of Destinies is they'll get clued into their life, the life that they came here for, not the ideas and concepts that other people have tried to give to them, but they will recognize the theme that they gave to themselves before they were born. And the Book of Destinies will put them right on track in their life, and they'll feel so fulfilled in living out their life purpose because they get it.